Now, diving straight into the social space, starting with Facebook. One of the best and most favorable reasons for why Facebook is such an effective place for digital advertising is simply that this is where consumers are spending their time. Facebook is a place where your reach can go as broad as you want, or it can be as niche as you want. However, if the objective of your campaign is to reach people where they're spending their time, then Facebook is the place to do so. We have established a very close partnership with Facebook. And with that partnership, we deliver millions of ads through their platform on a monthly basis, which has allowed us to utilize Facebook's first party data to create that target audience for you. So if you think about it from a consumer standpoint, as a Facebook user, we pour tons of information into Facebook telling them what our interests are, which is great for advertisers. We tell Facebook the places we visit, our interests, our hobbies, the types of restaurants that we like to go to. We share content and recommendations about services and businesses, as well as all of these data points that you see here on this slide. Ultimately, we then compile all this information to create that custom target audience for you. Now, it's important to note that with Facebook, it has really become a space where consumers are using it as a resource to find new content, to share engaging content, which is great for advertisers because it turns your ad into a social dialogue rather than a close-ended message. Moving into LinkedIn advertising. Now, this is really a space for us to target our fellow professionals. It is especially effective when the campaign's objective is to reach businesses as well as decision makers. Similar to Facebook, we get to utilize LinkedIn's first-party data to create your target audience, from using demographics, the location, one's education level, the industries that they've worked in, how many years did they work in that industry, and even more specifically, their job title, their job function, as well as their job seniority. Facebook is also a fantastic space to leverage if your company is looking to hire, as it's a wonderful recruitment tool. You can almost see it as a place for a person to post a social resume, if you will. If you're looking to also utilize it to establish brand awareness amongst other businesses, LinkedIn is also a place where you can do so. With LinkedIn, you can really hone in on the professionals who sees your ads, ensuring that all of your dollars are being spent effectively. Now, moving into Pinterest, which is what I think is probably the funnest place for social advertising. Pinterest is a place where people utilize photos to share their ideas. And it's also used where people look to these photos to discover new ideas as well as find new inspirations to feed their own creative needs. Ads appear very organically in a person's feed as they scroll through the content, and these ads are targeted to reach a consumer who has displayed behaviors that show they would be interested in the likes of your products and services. Some of the areas that we can target your audience on Pinterest is through the use of keywords, interests, demographics, and even better, we have hundreds of pre-built audience segments that you can direct your ads to. I want to take note to the fact that if your campaign goal is to reach household decision makers, then Pinterest is the place you want to be, because we all know that it's the moms who are those decision makers, and Pinterest, the user base is largely skewed towards females.